In the headlines, Tinubu approves Social Action Task Force for 8,804 words. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
You ugly. Everybody they post picture for social media. You too they put picture.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website, ODUWOLE. According to the statement, the initiative is designed to promote community-driven interventions tailored to specific needs of local areas. It explained that each ward will partner with a verified community-based organization, association, or entity to execute priority development projects. The Finance Minister and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Yedele, has assured the private sector and investors that Nigeria's economic agenda will test reforms by their ability to deliver real outcomes, jobs, productivity gains, and improved living standards. Still in the news, the Department of State Services (DSS) has arraigned former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai before a federal high court in Abuja over allegations of unlawfully accessing a telephone conversation involving the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. At the commencement of proceedings presided by Justice Joyce Abdul-Malik on Thursday, the prosecution informed the court that the charges had been increased from 3 to 5 counts. Meanwhile, after the counts were read to the former governor, he pleaded not guilty. The Plateau State government formally charged the suspects who were arrested between April 3rd and April 10, 2026. The State Attorney General, Suliemani Daffy, who filed the charges, said the suspects were arrested between April 3rd and 10, 2026, adding that their actions were contrary to Section 269 and punishable under Section 270 of the Penal Code Law of Plateau State, 2017. Meanwhile, troops of Operation Adinkai have intensified aerial offensives against ISWAP elements in... Moving on to news in Kwara State, member representing Edu Moro, Patigi Federal Constituency in the National Assembly, Dr. Ahmed Adam Sabah, has decried a sponsored attack on his life, saying it would not deter him from serving his people. Dr. Sabah, in a statement issued in Ilorin on the attack, which took place in Saragi, Edu local government area of Kwara State on Tuesday, when he was leaving a function, wondered why political enemies would sponsor an attack on his life, describing it as uncalled for. He noted that whoever has anything to offer the people won't descend so low and crude by sending thugs to attack the people in a bid to intimidate an opponent, adding that there is enough space for everyone to campaign and aspire. Macy Councillor Lee McManus described the agreement as an important milestone that advances innovation-driven trade and investment opportunities between the United States and Nigeria. He added that the collaboration will expand U.S. engagement in Kwara State's growing technology sector and deliver programming focused on artificial intelligence, AI, STEM education, and professional development. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We'll go on a short break. When we return, UK and France strike new £662 million deal against Channel migrant crossings. We'll bring you that story in foreign news and many others after the break. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back from that break. You're still tuned in and listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. In foreign news, France and the illegal migrants. Still in foreign news, 2 trains have collided head-on on a level crossing northwest of Copenhagen, Denmark's capital, leaving 5 people critically hurt and 12 others with minor injuries, medical officials say. According to the police, the trains were traveling early on Thursday on a line linking the towns of Hillerød and Kagerup in the North Zealand area of the northeast Denmark, with a total of 38 people on board. Meanwhile, the Greater Copenhagen Fire Department was unable to state what led to the crash, but informed Danish TV that every injured victim had been taken to the hospital by air or by ambulance. That's it in foreign news. Moving into the world of sports, former Nigerian international Mikel Obi has disclosed that sacked Chelsea manager Liam Rosenoir has no strong connection with the club's culture. Recall that Rosenoir was fired on Wednesday following the Blues' 3-0 loss to Brighton in Tuesday's Premier League, denting the club's hope of qualifying for the Champions League. Speaking on his internet podcast, Mikel stated that Rosenoir is always trying to be overly intellectual and has not been real with his message to the players, which may have contributed to the team's poor performance and lack of connection with the club's culture. Still in sports news, an envoy to the United States President Donald Trump has asked World Football's governing body FIFA to replace Iran with Italy at the World Cup. U.S. Special Envoy Paolo Zampoli told the Financial Times that it would be a dream to see 4-time World Cup winners Italy at the finals in the United States, Mexico and Canada, despite the fact that they lost in the qualification playoff last month. The suggestion was an effort to repair ties between Trump and Giorgia Meloni after the Italian Prime Minister fell out with the president after criticizing his attack on Pope Leo XIV over the Iran war. And that's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights. Tinubu approves Social Action Task Force for 8,804 wards. DSS arraigns El Rufai over Ribada's phone interception allegation. Plateau government arraigns suspects linked to Angoan Bukuba killings. Kwara lawmaker raises alarm over alleged assassination attempt. On foreign scene, UK and France strike new £662 million deal against Channel migrant crossings. And in sports, Mikel Obi links Chelsea's struggles to managerial disconnect. Those are the major headlines that's brought to you this afternoon. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at that today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 1998, James Earl Ray, the convicted assassin of Martin Luther King Jr., died in prison at the age of 70? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number at 0916062756, 0916062756. Join us at 3 p.m. for the news flashing at 5 p.m. for the news across the world for a comprehensive bulletin. Don't forget to log on to our website www.diamondfm.net to keep up to date with us from any part of the world. Follow all our social media platforms at Diamond 887 FM on Instagram and Facebook at Diamond FM Ilorin on YouTube. You can also listen to us via Radio Garden or download our app on Google Play Store and iOS Apple Store, Diamond FM. The news on the hour was put together by Nidu Korea. I am BISOLA ODUWOLE Suleiman. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. Please stay tuned for the news in Yoruba coming up shortly. Good afternoon.
It's music and top entertainment that touches your soul. It's radio like no other. Diamond FM.